back to Dubster Lives. It's like some stuff. We know how it is, and
It's been 30 years.
well, maybe, Di, you were supposed to offer me bleach, and you offered me chlorine, putting me in a catatonic state for the last several months. Anyway,
I don't know, sounds like a skill issue.
Whatever, let's just get right into this. So, yeah, Bleach Nausea Blood War episode 39. See, in Japan, they had aired 39 and 40 together as a two-part finale. But the dub decided to air it one episode at a time, and that's how we'll cover it here.
As it usually tends to do.
Yep. So, yeah. F39, titled The Visible Answer, opens with an anime-only scene of Ukitake still Mimi-hogging. But Mimi-hoggy is clearly getting weaker, as we see Yuha sleeping. Quick, someone run up and draw a penis on his face! We then pan out to his throne room, as we cut now to Uryu, as Haschwald approaches, him saying that you have a troubled look on your face. And Uryu's like, your face? I could say the same about you!
Is he British at all?
Haschwald explains that when Yuha sleeps, his and Haschwald's powers exchange places. That seeing the future is a troublesome thing, as Uryu is just like, you don't see me turning traitor, do ya? Haschwald wonders why Uryu would suggest such a thing. Did he feel compelled to confess, since he can't hide it from Yuha's powers? Uryu calls this a false accusation, man. As Haschwald is like, oh, you think it's false, do you? As he draws his sword, and you see his eyes quickly flash blue for a second, right?
Yes.
This exchange is actually very different from the manga version, but I will wait to see if they rework it in later, you know.
It just works.
Sometimes they do, but yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, back with Shinji, his group is running, as they confirm that they've arrived at the castle. But before they can move in, something comes flying at them and crashes into the ground.
They fly now.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Gerard! Happy he was able to finally make it past all those fraudulent directions. He commends the group for making it this far. Shinji's like, not like we came to you, Goldilocks. You came flying at us. I remember you commented saying that. Why, it's funny he's calling him Goldilocks when his hair is blonde, too.
Yes.
Gerard would continue saying, but this is as far as you go. Shinji just goes, he's not even listening to me. Delivery that made me crack up. Alright. Yeah. Soifun, with new anime-only dialogue, yells at Gerard to move out of the way. But suddenly, like an RKO out of nowhere, Gerard is wrapped up in Zabimaru. Renji's back, telling Gerard to listen to Soifun and move, or he'll drag his sorry ass out of the way. Which the sorry ass line is dub only. Gotta give it points. Yeah, I love that line. Rukia, with a new line of her own, expresses that she's extremely happy that he's okay. As he apologizes, as we get more anime-only flashback scene with the Vizards, as Hiyori found Renji. Oh, hi, Renji. Hachi notices that Renji has been pierced clean through. Oh my god. Almost like he was meant to survive the attack. Hiyori replies, what a story, Hachi. Now heal him, because he is growing stiff. Hachi's on it, and I think I gotta be honest, Joe Ackerman's back in the groove here as Hachi. Yeah. Before he sounded off to me in earlier episodes, but I think he's back in it now. Lisa chimes in saying, a stiffy?
When he's acting off of a windmill, she pretties.
Yeah. Dude, fucking Lisa chiming in right after that, saying, did you say a stiffy? What the fuck? Stupid. But yeah, Renji's okay as we're back to the present, with Rukia surprised to hear that Uryu did this to him. So, refresher time. I was not sure if Renji would be here for this little altercation with Gerard, like in the manga version, because of his fight with Uryu. So, yeah. In fact, it's for that very reason, there was a scene a few episodes back I didn't cover because in the manga continuity, Renji was up a few episodes back. It's right around the time when Shunsui was about to fight Lee Jae. Udohara asks if there are any lieutenants left, since Nemu was dead at this point in the manga, and several other lieutenants were shot down, with Renji prompting in that he, Rukia, and Momo are fine, and Shunsui saying, yeah, Nanelle's with me. I say Shunsui, I mean Shunsui.
And then everyone's replied, who gives a fuck about
this scene was
Momo?
cut because obviously Renji was out of it in the anime version. Nothing, this cut don't bother me none. Just fully covered it, yo. So why not? Yeah. And hey, the anime-only scene of the Vizards healing Renji was nice. It gave them something extra to do. And who doesn't like the Vizards? Right, Dai?
Vizards.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this. Renji confirms that they can leave Gerard to him, but before the others can move on, Gerard pushes Zabimaru back. It blocks the others' path. Gerard says, really? You're going to attack me one at a time? Even a miracle wouldn't give you a chance of beating me with such a fraudulent plan. Attack me all at once. Back with Askin, commenting that another battle has begun. He asks a downed Ichigo, who lost off screen. Holy shit. That, I think, is a new one.
Typical Ichigo.
I know, Ichigo half dead on the ground Tuesday already. But yeah, he asks Ichigo if he wants to hear some information about the Schutzstaffel. And he goes on to explain. Lee Jae was the first Quincy granted a shrift, and he is the commander of the chickens. I mean the Schutzstaffel. But then there's Pernida and Gerard, who were not granted powers by His Majesty. Those two were assigned a shrift by Yuha based on powers they already had possessed. It's because of this there are rumors about these two, like how Pernida is actually the Soul King's left arm, and Gerard his heart.
His left arm comes out.
Yeah. Asking if there might be some truth to these rumors. I'm gonna be real, this always came across a little silly to me, even in the manga version, because it's like, he's randomly just telling this to a downed Ichigo for no reason. It's clearly done for the...
will do that to you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, is he doing this for the benefit of the audience? But yeah, that's what I did. Well, it's a little silly to me. Anyway, Orihime and Chad arrive, as Ichigo tells them to stay back, but Chad attacks and falls into a pool of poison. Oh, hey, Chad jobbed again. That's nice. Orihime falls too.
What the fuck was he gonna do at this point?
I don't know. Orihime falls too. As Askin explains that this is his ability called Gift Bad, which I thought at first he said Gift Bag, since his last one was Gift Ball, but whatever.
No, it's not a loot box.
He said that it's not fatal, but it will lower one's tolerance to whatever Askin chooses. This time he picked reishi, so in this case they're suffering from reishi poisoning. That, or they've just stepped into everyone's favorite area from a Soulsborne game. You guys decide.
Everyone loves them.
Askin explains that his power is the death dealing, which I'm pretty sure he did back when he fought Squad Zero. You know, explained it back then, but it's been a while, so whatever. He goes on to say that it kills the enemy by controlling the lethal dose of whatever he chooses. But for it to work, he must absorb a lot of whatever he chose. So blood, for example. But he says he's bloated from drinking too many fluids. That sounds gay as fuck, man. Yeah. He tells them to wait till he has room in his belly. As Yoruichi is here, commenting that that's a very weird request. If they can't move, why not just strangle them? Asking if, Bambi suggested the same thing once, and the thought of it alone makes me cringe. Hey, the word used the right way for once, instead of the stupid modern way.
It's kind of cringe.
You're better than that.
You're welcome.
Askin goes for a kick, but Yoruichi dodges, as he tells Yoruichi that she has no sense of style in killing the enemy. That his way...
She was also hanging upside down behind him the whole time before that kick.
Oh my god. Okay, I didn't know that. That's kind of great. But yeah. He comments that...
she's Spider-Man or something.
Yeah, he says his way of killing takes time, consideration, but strangulation, that might work for women like Bambi and Yoruichi, but not for him. Oh, so Yoruichi's into that type of foreplay. Okay, all right.
I'll make 10 people really happy to hear.
Yoruichi, before I say, so you think beautiful women like me and this Bambi fight this way? As she starts lightening herself up, get ready to use her Shunko. As Askin admits that Yoruichi is beautiful, but women are not judged by their beauty, but by their sense of style. He shouts, firing a handful of arrows, as Yoruichi catches them with her bare hands, throwing one back and hitting Askin, before thunder blasting him with Shunko Raijin Senkei. Alright, this moment is badass, I'm not even gonna lie. This is fucking cool. As Yamamoto's Bankai theme starts up. And then we pan back to Renji, asking if Gerard is out of his damn mind. Yeah, Gerard's on the ground. He's having a fun day, isn't he? Renji tells him beating all these captains...
enjoys it.
Yeah, all these captains and lieutenants at once is insane. Gerard comments saying, so you believe I have no chance in hell. Then if I were to win, then that would be a miracle. Well, if a miracle happens when nothing's at stake, people don't recognize it as such. They just call it a stroke of luck instead. As he continues that they've done well to do this much damage to him, but the real fight starts now. It's about what happens next, during a moment of crisis. Byakuya then jumps in, cutting Gerard's head off. Holy shit! Yeah, what up?
Byakuya was not amused.
Yeah, I gotta just love how totally done Byakuya is at this point. He's like, oh, fuck this. Momo just asks if it was necessary to really go this far, as Shinji calls her an idiot, saying that Gerard obviously had something up his sleeve. And we can't let him reveal what that was. He might fraud more people!
Yeah, Byakuya proceeds to do it again.
Yeah, he strikes his body one more time before telling everyone, let's go. Delivery of him saying let's go sounded a little weird to me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyway, they move on. As the place starts shaking. Oh, yeah. And we get an anime-only shot of Nanao reacting with Shinsui. Before cutting back to Yoruichi, commenting on the shaking. Before helping Orihime up. She tells Orihime to hurry up and heal herself and the others, and then head to the castle and kill Yuha before it's too late, because this shaking sounds like bad news. Orihime just replies, right. Which, yeah, they cut a line here. In the manga, Orihime asks, what about you? Oh well, though. Anyway, the three realms continue to shake as we cut to Yuzu and Cardine reacting to the earthquake. And Yuzu is Janice Kawaii again. Yeah, back in episode 2, she was calling O'Shaughnessy, but she was just humming, so I'm guessing they probably didn't want to get Janice in for that alone. Or did they? Nah, they didn't. Anyway, Yuzu's worried about the earthquake. Karin seems pretty chill about it. And Yuzu also apologizes for spilling Karin's drink while panicking. As Karin's like, oh, stop being so Canadian. At least you didn't get the game wet. I bet she was playing some baseball game. I mean, if the filler told us anything, it's that Karin likes baseball, right? Right?
Well, when isn't baseball involved?
Yeah. Funnily enough, the scene with Yuzu and Cardine was from way earlier in the manga. They moved it up here, though. It was actually around the time Ichigo halved the Soul King, if memory serves, in the manga version. They just moved it here. Anyway.
Pushed it somewhere else.
We then cut to Hueco Mundo as cracks form in the ground. Cut to Yuha sleeping with black energy surrounding him. We see more anime-only shit, with Mimi Hagi cracking in the sky, and Ukitake is all shaking her shit. As Yuha smiles, clearly pleased at this, like, haha, you won't be Mimi Hagging much longer, will you, bitch? As Nanao reacts again. Bring this little anime-only thing to an end with that. But yeah. Black with Yoruichi, Ichigo is healed. Yoruichi tells him to move ahead, that she'll confirm the kill on Askin and follow suit. So, yeah. Ichigo, Orihime, and Chad rush ahead. And it is at this point I just realized, where the hell is Ganju and Nell?
Don't worry about it. They're doing the thing.
Alright. I guess. Sure. Maybe they split up at some point. But yeah, Askin's up, saying that great, Ichigo got away. His Majesty will chew me out for this. I love Yoruichi's response here, saying, oh no, he won't. Don't you worry, because we're gonna take you and Yuha down. Askin says with what? That rising whatever you call it? That's when the voice acting, which had actually been pretty good for the most part, takes a fucking nosedive into Dark Cat territory.
Welcome to today's episode of The Rises.
Yushiro arrives, shouting, it's Raijin Senkei! Anyone who insults my sister will deal with me! Yeah. So, his arrival was actually a bit different in the manga. He had actually been here when Ichigo was being healed, and in the manga version, he tried glomping Yoruichi, and she moved out of the way. Then he tried hugging her from behind, and she headbutts him off. Yeah. All this is cut from the anime version. Probably because, we're cutting a lot of comedic shit, but whatevs. Back to this. Yoruichi asks what the hell he's doing here, as Yushiro comments that he's here to help. Yoruichi is pissed at this, sarcastically remarking, oh, so Yushiro, you must have gotten a lot stronger, is that right? He's glad she noticed, crying happily.
Not my ears.
Askin readies an arrow, saying, enough of this sob story. And this one, it actually was cut down in the anime, because Yoruichi replies, saying that just because a child is crying doesn't make it a sob story, prompting Askin to say, fine, a non-sob story then. Yeah, these two lines were cut in the anime. You bitch, I thought that exchange was funny. Something they did kept, though, which made me laugh my ass off, was Askin asking Yushiro, saying, so, you're gonna fight me now, young lady? And Yushiro shouts, I'm a man! As Askin says, it's double agents goes, well, is that so? Well, sorry if I offended before Yushiro just punches him in the face. This would be a lot funnier if Yushiro were voiced by a woman. As it is in the dub, I just imagine him saying, it's ma'am! Am I the only one?
Yeah.
Anyway, he beats the shit out of Askin, shocking the hell out of him. Yushiro shouts that he is the 23rd head of the Shihoin clan and will not lose to a lousy Quincy before revealing his own.
Never give it up.
Not to anyone! He reveals his own Shunko. Shunko Bakuen. So, I butchered that. Also, I thought he said Sunko here, not Shunko, but it might be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, this is his Shunko fire themed?
Maybe?
I don't know. Good. Yeah. Cut to Renji and company, running before being stopped by a giant foot. Renji and the others look up, as we quickly get another little anime-only scene of Rangiku and Hinataro rushing together, before Hinataro notices a titan in the distance, saying that there's a monster the size of a fortress.
He's not ready for the rumbling.
Anyway, the Titan introduces himself as Gerard Valkyrie, with a filter that actually sounds really cool. He explains that the miracle converts any stolen funds into an increase in size. I mean, damage he takes. Yeah. Any damage he takes, he converts it into increased size.
Any damage he steals.
Yep. That they did well to hurt him this much. That he's never grown to such a godlike size before. As he tosses a building at Momo. What the fuck, man? What'd Momo do to you?
She knows what she did.
Yeah. This exchange is heavily extended in Animu. You're gonna be hearing me say a lot that this episode, huh? Noticing a theme. But yeah. Momo attacks his feet with the Tobiyume, as Shinji fires Hado 91 at his face, with Momo following that up with another attack into his mouth. Momo believes that they did it, as Shinji agrees. You both are
You're
fucking
both
idiots.
idiots.
Yeah, they both get shown what it feels like to be fucked by open hand. He swats them with his hand.
Yeah.
He also knocks Byakuya's Bankai aside like it's nothing. And Soifun goes Bankai, which is Melee too. That's cool. But yeah, before Byakuya and her also get shown the open hand tour. Rukia and Renji prep to fight, but Gerard releases a mouth blast, sending them flying, claiming that they are powerless before the might of Indieland.
It does kind of blow.
Alright, in all seriousness, he says, isn't it frightening to be so powerless? Tears will bring you a miracle. Dude, he just made 6 fucking people job like it was nothing. And let's be real, outside of Momo, I'd say everyone here was fucking captain level. Because I think we could agree Rukia and Renji are at captain status now, right? In terms of power level?
I mean, she just she has a Bankai to hook out Asnot.
Yeah, so. Anyway. Back with Yoruichi. She does admit Yushido has gotten stronger, that he mastered Shunko after she just taught it to him. Askin, all burnt and stuff, is back, surprised to hear that he just learned it. As they're surprised that he's alive. That he goes on to say, well, I told you. I take in large amount of quantities of what I choose. I can avoid a lethal dose. So your attacks will no longer work on me. As his wounds heal.
It just works.
He is now immune to Shunko. Yushiro attacks anyways, as Askin's like, you just don't get it. Predictably, it doesn't work, as Yushiro collapses coughing up blood. Askin claims this was a fatal mistake, taking this long to understand my power. Back with Haschwald and Uryu, Haschwald goes on saying false accusations. Well, spoken like someone who can't see the scales are tipping. Uryu's like, the fuck does that mean, man? Haschwald tells him that the truth must be revealed. If you are here as His Majesty's successor, then show me!
Unzip.
It sends Uryu flying back here, right? Does Uryu jump back? Yeah. Before Uryu can retort a response to him, Ichigo appears. Then they say each other's names, as it's a classic shonen.
As Careless Whisper starts playing. Wait, on thing.
But the end credits hit. But there is one more anime-only scene as the post-credits. A lot of that shit this week, man. Might be easier just to say what was left in the manga at this point. But yeah. It's a rainy day as Ishin and Ryukin are at the grave of Uryu's mother. Ryukin, who still sounds much older here than Michael McConaughey, how the fuck?
It's kind of impressive.
Asks Ishin why he's here. Ishin answers, it's time. You're going, right? As Ryukin hums at him, bringing the episode to an end. Preview by Uryu. So, yeah. There was a lot of rearranged shit from the manga this week, obviously. Adding stuff, cutting stuff. Whole events happened in a different order. A lot of shit I didn't even like, oh yeah, this was supposed to happen here. Because, for example, like, Renji first attacking Gerard back when Lee J and Shunsui were still fighting. It's like, if I went over every last little thing, we'd be here forever.
Which is why you should.
It's why I try to only cover the stuff that was cut or is brand new if possible. Unless I felt the rearrangement of the events was worth mentioning. Like how something happened way back was pushed here from like, the equivalent of like 10 episodes ago or 40 chapters or whatever the fuck. I hope I'm explaining it well. I don't know if I am or not. I don't know if I'm explaining it well.
We don't know how English well. Ooga booga. What?
My mic completely desynced there.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Fuck you! Anyway, final thoughts on the episode. This is another decent one. Quite a bit happened, man. Like, Gerard became a fucking titan. So going about miracles, burn castle style. He made a bunch of people job.
Especially Momo, who
What?
deserved it the most.
What the fuck? What did that best girl ever do to you? I mean,
Best. Best white.
what did she ever do to you? Look, man. I know you think her Zanpakuto's lame, but come on, that would just be mean.
She should just keep her day job as a pincushion. That's what she's best.
Alright, whatever. Point is, yeah, Gerard fucked over a lot of people, man, and he dominated all of them. The same way Nomi wants to be dominated by Kale, which I guess in this case you'd call that a miracle. Dude, Gerard is a beast, man. I absolutely love boss fights like this in anime, you know, where a group takes on a fucking tank.
Raid boss.
Yes! And Gerard is...
Shadow Legends.
Isn't that a dead thing now? Is anyone still sponsored by that? Someone please let me know.
Want some money.
I'm serious. I haven't seen it in a while. Anyway, but yeah, Gerard is Yami done right, alright? I've gone on record before saying I did not like how Yami was done. Because it's like, oh, this... Yeah, it's like, oh, this is going to be fucking cool. And then he's a total bitch. Yeah. So this is Yami done right, in my opinion. It's cool. And Gerard also might be the heart of the Soul King. I can't wait to find out who the legs are, Die. Or the cock.
I wonder what box they found that heart in.
Alright, I'm joking a bit, but it does make you wonder what's going to happen going forward. Then after that, there's Askin versus the Shihoin siblings, which seems like he's immune to their shit now. So, wondering how they're going to go through this. Ukitake and Yuha are still having their little tussle going on, but being as how the world is starting to quake, I think Ukitake might be giving out, yo.
No, he's still twitching around. He might live.
Just a flesh wound. He'll walk it off.
He's been at this for like 12 episodes. It's fine.
Let's see. Ryukin and Ishin are on the move. And then, of course, there's the stuff with Haschwald, who really doesn't trust Uryu at this point. And it looks like Uryu and Ichigo are about to have another altercation, which that's going to be some hype shit, you know. But yeah, as I said, a lot happened this week. If I had to nitpick something, I'd say I wish they could keep in all of the comedy stuff, because it is cool they extended the fight scenes by a decent margin, but we lose out on some of the comedy too. So it's a give and take thing, I suppose. We've bitched about this before. Dai, how's animation?
If they're going to suck themselves off, I've said this
every time, actually,
40
just
times
about
at this point.
Yeah. Which lastly takes us to the dub. No MVP this week. I think everyone did really solid, except for Quixote as Hiyori. Okay, I'm not a fan of that performance, but that pales in comparison. That pales in comparison to Zeno Robertson as Yushiro. As Dai said earlier, Arazi. Look, I know we keep harping on this, guys, but this just does not fucking work.
And they keep fucking doing it in numerous shows.
See Platinum Man for more details.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, dude, as Pepe Nanana, he was great. I'll be fair and say that. But as Yushiro, he fucking sucks. He's the worst dub actor here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're stuck with this asshole, aren't we? Stuck with as Yushiro.
Well, it's okay. Askin put him down for a while, so we're safe for a few episodes.
Possibly. I don't know about that. But outside of that, everyone else did. And a solid job, in my opinion. But yeah, so another decent episode. Uryu and Ichigo are about to face off, and our heroes are fucked. Did you like the episode, Dai?
I liked it, except for the 3 minutes where my ears were bleeding.
That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Let us know if you agree or not. I don't know. Hope you all enjoyed, and thank you all so much for watching. And next time is the Core 3 finale, where Uryu will profess his love for Ichigo.
I feel
Wait
like
a
we've been
minute.
here before.
If we haven't, we have now. But alright, guys. Hope you have yourselves a great day, and thanks again so much for watching. Until next time. Bye!